Hi friends! Today I'm going to read you a book called How Big Could Your Pumpkin Grow by Wendell. What do you see on the front page? I see a big pumpkin, so big that our two friends here were able to climb on top with a ladder. Do you think that's a little pumpkin or a big pumpkin? I think that's a huge pumpkin. Let's see what other big pumpkins we can find. At the pumpkin farm, we pick the perfect pumpkin. Some are little, some are big, and some are giant-sized. Let's look on the ground. Do you see all of the pumpkins? I see some little ones. I see some big ones. And look, our scarecrow has a giant pumpkin jack-o'-lantern as a head. My, that's silly. Giant pumpkin festivals are tons of fun. Will the biggest pumpkin set a world record? Let's see. More big pumpkins are on the ground, and this is getting measured. This tractor is gonna see how big this pumpkin weighs. And look, it looks like they got a ribbon. Do you think this pumpkin weighs the most? I think so. What can you do with an enormous pumpkin? What do we see? I see some water. I see some kids. I see a lighthouse. And I see some paddles. I wonder what they're writing in. Let's read. Carve it into a boat and race in the regatta. They're racing pumpkin boats. Row, row, row your pumpkin. Oh, that's silly. Could you ride in a pumpkin boat? The legendary Paul Bunyan and his blue ox babe were giants too. If they gave you giant pumpkin seeds, how big could your pumpkin grow? If these two friends gave you a seed, do you think you would have a big pumpkin or a little pumpkin? I think you might get a big pumpkin. Our friend here has one that's huge. It's even bigger than him. Would it rise as high as hot air balloons at the Fall Fiesta Fair? Oh, I see a piggy hot air balloon and a panda and a witch hot air balloon. And I see a pumpkin friend over here. What do you think he's feeling? I see an open mouth and big shocked eyes. I think our friend is surprised or shocked even at how big these hot air balloons are. Do you think this pumpkin can fly like the hot air balloons? Maybe. Or beam as bright as the lighthouse at the beach. So you may have seen this at the beach before, but this lighthouse is nice and tall and it has a light up top so that boats and ships can see in the ocean at night. And what's behind our lighthouse? Ooh, I see a big jack-o'-lantern, and inside it's all glowy. What do you think is inside that's making it light up? Could it be a flashlight or maybe a candle? Maybe our ships at sea could see this big jack-o'-lantern at night to see the shore. Your gigantic pumpkin could glow like skyscrapers. Where is our pumpkin? Our pumpkin friend looks like he's on a bridge. Do you think cars can pass this pumpkin? Probably not. It's pretty big. I think they might have to drive over it. Watch out. Horns will honk on the bridge when it blocks traffic. Beep, beep. They do things big in Texas. Would your giant pumpkin be boss in a jumbo cowboy hat? Whoa, look how big. I wonder where they found that big hat. Or a hungry monster gobbling riders on the tallest, fastest roller coaster. Oh my goodness, if I was riding in that roller coaster, I think I might be a little nervous if I saw a huge jack-o'-lantern at the end. Imagine if your pumpkin was too immense. Immense is another word for big. For hide and seek and couldn't even hide. Let's see. I see a big building that looks like the Capitol Dome, which is an important building in Washington, D.C. Do you see something behind there? I think, a big jack-o'-lantern. I think he's trying to hide behind the Capitol Dome, but he's just too big. Perhaps your mighty pumpkin could grow up to be the president. Hail to the chief. Look. So this is a picture of Mount Rushmore, and it has past presidents carved into the mountains. And look, our pumpkin friend is right in the middle. Ugh, that's silly, right? Would your stupendous pumpkin make a super splash atop of the towering waterfall? Do you see the pumpkin? Oh, I see it. It's at the top. What do you think would happen if he jumped off and splashed into the water? Do you think it would be a little splash or a big splash? I think it would be a huge splash. That pumpkin looks big. And what do we see here? I see a moon. I see a rocket. I see some stars. Where do you think our pumpkin friend is? Do you think our pumpkin friend is in space? 3, 2, 1, blast off! Wouldn't your astronomical pumpkin smile to see a rocket zoom into space? Do you think our pumpkin friend could fit on this rocket? No, I think our pumpkin friend is too big. But look, he's got a big smile on his face. I think he's happy or excited to see the rocket ship fly up and maybe go into space. Could the most colossal pumpkin fill the Grand Canyon? Look, it's right in the middle of the Grand Canyon, at the bottom by the river. And it's so big that it's filling it all up. My, that's a big pumpkin. Who knows? Isn't it fun to imagine giant pumpkins everywhere you go? Do you think that was fun? I think it's fun. It's kind of silly to think of a pumpkin this big, right? All right. And the end. Thank you for reading with me today, friends. Bye.